The ARPM golf system is so unique. Where did the idea originate?
Golf coaches always told my son that he should spend more time on the practice range, hitting maybe 200, 300 balls a day. And as an engineer, I thought that practice was more exercise than it was practice unless we had a way of measuring and getting feedback on what was happening from the shots. So many years later, I decided to do something about that problem and develop a system for performance measurement and feedback on the range.
How did NASA get involved in your project?
Well, NASA helped us to know where to start. Since we didn't really know what technology would do what needed to be done, we started by writing a complete set of performance criteria and specifications for what needed to be done. Then we went to the NASA Office of Technology Utilization and asked them, what technology could meet all of these specifications. So they helped us to define the technology requirement, and then they put us in contact with leaders in that field of technology development so that we could contract.
A high technology company.
SAIC is the largest employee-owned company in the United States, with sales last year of $1.2 billion and over 20,000 employees worldwide. SAIC provides information technology, analysis, and system integration for a variety of customers, including NASA.
We gave this the acronym ARPM to stand for Advanced Range Performance Measurement, so that it would depict the fact that we can get very accurate measurements of shots hit on a range to measure both the carry and the rollout, which is very... Now, the basis for the system is actually a high-resolution black and white video camera that we mount above the range, approximately 30 feet, and gives us a superb view of the target area, and also gives us very accurate, very precise measurements of balls that are hit downrange. The system actually works is that we have a recording control panel right here on the computer monitor that enables us to record the view of the balls arriving downrange. Then we can replay, we can go frame at a time, and we can move the imagery, the replay, to the spot at which that ball first touches the ground. You click that spot with a mouse, and we've got a precise yardage and distance offline from left to right of our reference line. We get the carry and the rollout both on the same shot, and this is very important information for a number of reasons. The system to provide information to golf professionals, tour professionals who play the tour, both men's and women's tours, to help them to evaluate a club for placing in their bag during a tournament. That looks like a nice shot, Jim. Get this measurement. Okay, that's right on target. Nice shot. Okay, you can hit. Okay, we've got the arrival, the carry is at 116 and 2.7 yards left of the line. Let's get the rollout. Your rollout is at 128 and a half and just 2 feet left of the pin. Okay, Jim, you can hit your next shot now. Impact was at 118.6. You were just 1 yard short of the pin, and you're 2.2 yards left. Now let's get the rollout. This range illustrates the precision of our system. Disregard this yardage marker. This flag was placed at a measured 100 yards from the tee box. A click with the mouse at the base of the flag and we measure 99.5 yards. This flag was placed a measured 125. Again, a click of the mouse and we get 125 yards. This flag was placed at a measured 150. A click of the mouse gives us a 149.4. This distant flag was a measured 200 yards, and a click of the mouse gives us 200.3 yards measured. Let's measure a ball arriving downrange. Notice a ball landing in this area and rolling out beyond the 200-yard flag. We'll just reverse play that ball until we bring it back to the point where it first met the ground. We got the ball back in the air. We brought it back in contact with the ground right at this point. We click the point of arrival and see that it was 209 and 6 yards left. We then play the ball out until it stops rolling and we can get the rollout distance. There's the rollout, and we see the rollout of 224 and 7.5 yards left of the line. Our dialog box allows us to make permanent notes concerning the shots that we've measured. Here's our measurements ready to be inserted into our permanent record. One of the major values that we can add to a practice range is the ability to plot a group of shots hit at a target. Here, 25 shots were hit at a target at 150 yards. The average of these shots ended up about on the right distance and 2.5 yards right of the target line. Having the ability to measure shots around the target enables us also to be able to compute a statistically based score of performance. This is a plot of the running score of a golfer hitting 25 shots at the target. As in regular golf, the lower the score, the better. The score is composed of two components, an offset component and a deviation component. The two components are added to get a total overall statistical score. The offset component can go to 0 if the golfer's average is right on target. The deviation component can only go to 0 if every shot ends up in the same place. We don't expect that to happen in our lifetime. The ability to score a golfer's performance hitting at a target offers some interesting possibilities. This represents the score of two golfers competing from the tee box. It is seen that the match was very competitive with the lead changing hands several times until on the very last shot, golfer number 1 won the match 6.4 to 6.5. Another value added to the practice range is the ability to do an overview measurement of all of the clubs in a golfer's bag. Here, a golfer began with his pitching wedge and hit several shots with each club, getting a measurement for every club up through his driver. This is the type of information that is most useful for the tour professionals and their caddies.
What kind of acceptance do the ARPM golf system have?
It's had great acceptance everywhere we've gone. Golfers have really enjoyed and seen the value of getting performance measurement and feedback from shots hit on the range, from the amateur golfer right up to the professional. They all have found use for the information that we provide.
Golf professional, what value does ARPM video systems have on a golfer?
Well, the major advantage that the video system has to a professional golfer, as well as any golfer of any skill level, is that it allows them to get concrete, accurate information on how far they carry and roll out each golf club in the bag. This information is extremely important in the field of golf, especially when you go to the golf course for actually playing golf. It also sharpens the mental approach to the game, because every shot using the ARPM video golf system counts on the driving range just as it does on the golf course. And it's also good for distinguishing which equipment is right for each individual golfer, which equipment, as well as the kind of shaft, the type of shaft, the flex that each individual golfer performs his best with.
Can multiple systems be used on a range?
Multiple systems can be used on one range. Each ARPM system can stand alone and operate independently of each other.
Is this system a competition for traditional golf?
Oh, the dead-eye target competition. Well, no, that would never compete with traditional golf, because it's just measuring performance as it relates to accuracy and consistency at hitting at a target. That's a very important element of golf, but it's just one element. We see that as being a value-added service to a range, and it does have, however, some unique advantages. For instance, we can do this at night. It allows for competition to be done on a practice range. It also offers access to golfers who can't conveniently get out on a regular golf course, such as handicapped persons. Even blind golfers could use this system to get feedback of their performance off of a practice range.
Why will measured performance on the range make golfers better?
Well, like I say, the information gained from the ARPM golf system of average carry and rollout allows a golfer to make more intelligent decisions on the golf course. It gives them the confidence that when they get their yardage, say to hit their second shot into a green, they know exactly what club to pull out of the bag to fly that ball that yardage. It also gives them the confidence that comes from knowing exactly, what their capabilities are with that particular golf club. We've actually used this system and provided this information to touring professionals on the men's as well as the ladies' professional golf tours, and in many instances they use the information gained from using this system to determine which driver they were going to hit in the tournament, which one was performing best for them. Their caddies have really been delighted, with this information because most of their job encompasses around knowing a player's yardages and what their capabilities are with each and every golf club in the bag.
Talk about the trend in